The coronavirus of 2020 has undoubtedly impacted everyone worldwide. Throughout the crisis, I recorded a few episodes to help businesses adjust. This is an unprecedented time, and many of us face uncertainty, fear, doubt, and the permanent closure of our businesses while others survived. The key to it all is how we respond in times of crisis. How resilient are we as entrepreneurs? Enjoy this special series. Hey, you guys, decided to do a live podcast today for my Business Basics podcast. I haven't done one in a while because I've really been trying to wrap my head around how I can best support you all as it relates to this COVID virus. And I've been really looking for some resources and things that could be a benefit to your business, because at the end of the day, that's what it's about. What resources are available that can help you in your business? So I've been taking a look at what's out there, and just got another email just now about a resource and some of the steps that it takes. So today's episode is really here to help provide you with some resources in light of this unprecedented global pandemic called the coronavirus. COVID-19 is nothing to play around with. Please take this very seriously. First of all, please take the necessary precautions to ensure you and your workers are safe. That's just the number one priority. Above anything I can tell you right now, take the necessary precautions to ensure you and your workers are safe. Health and sanitation are critical to slowing and stopping the spread of COVID-19. Frequent hand washing is essential. It is important to note that hand sanitizer is not okay. It is not a substitute for proper hand washing. Okay. You need to be washing your hands for at least 20 seconds. If you have frequent contact with vendors, customers, anything like that, you need to make sure you have alcohol-based hand sanitizer and or wipes available. Now, some cities are mandating that you have this, especially those who come in contact with the public frequently. So this is probably, you may already have this in place, but for those of you your city has not mandated it, you probably want to go ahead and get on board with that. Next, you want to limit personal contact, and listen, if personal contact is required, ensure there's at least 6 feet of distance between you and the next person. This is what they're talking about as far as social distancing. If you cannot stay home, if your business requires, people coming in and out, limit your person-to-person contact. Ensure there's 6 feet of separation between you and the next person. Now, for many Americans, this is not new. We have always required more personal space than other cultures and other countries. And so this is nothing new for us. We always have had a big bubble, personal space bubble. We're just getting back to that. And that's that. You also want to limit handshakes. A friendly smile will do right now. I know that in a lot of communities that are overly friendly, extremely friendly, you like to kiss on the cheek, you like to hug, you like to handshake, but right now that is not the time to do that. And I know that, it's going to seem impersonal. It's not. There's a way to be personal. You can be personable without touching people. Smile. A smile goes a long, long way. Okay. So smile at people. Listen, if there are any processes you can accomplish at home, if I were you, I would implement a work from home policy. This is the best time for you to really take a look at your business and examine the procedures you have in place to see what can be done remotely. Right now, this is the best way to contain the spread of the virus. This is not the case for everyone, and I understand that. So this is not something that I'm requiring or saying that you have to do. I'm just making these recommendations to help you in your business right now, because this is really serious. Again, this is an unprecedented pandemic. It's spreading like wildfire, and it's just really serious. And so there's a lot of administrative duties that can be done remotely. Implement that. In the event your business must close due to COVID-19, The SBA is providing up to $2 million in disaster assistance loans. Okay, that's one of the emails that I just got just now. These loans may be used to pay fixed debts, payroll, accounts payable, and other bills that can't be paid because of the disaster's impact. The interest rate is 3.75% for small businesses without credit available elsewhere. Businesses with credit available elsewhere are not eligible. Okay, it's critical. The interest rate for nonprofits is 2.75%. These are really good interest rates, y'all. I'm sorry, but they really are. SBA offers loans with long-term repayments in order to keep payments affordable up to a maximum of 30 years. Okay, so this is not the end of the world for your business. Okay, don't freak out thinking, oh my God, what am I going to do? There's something available. Terms are determined on a case-by-case basis based upon your ability to repay. There is a process for this. Okay. If you are a SCORE client, you should have received an email concerning disaster assistance loans. Again, that's the email I just got because my chapter has sent out an email to our clients. Follow those instructions because there's a survey in there. That survey is critical to the amount of available assistance your area receives. Okay, that's $2 million that's got to go spread out between all of the different chapters, all of the different areas. And so what the SBA is doing is working with all of the, governors of the states and all of it to determine, the need. So you need to respond to that survey. If you are not already connected with a local SCORE chapter, I'm going to encourage you to do so immediately. At this time, SCORE offices are not open for in-person contact, but SCORE volunteers are meeting via virtual meetings, telephone. We're still functioning, but we're just adjusting. Okay. Some SCORE workshops are even being held virtually. I know my chapter, we're transitioning. Some of our workshops are now online. We're trying out virtual training right now so that guess what? You can continue to grow your business and get the support you need. You just need to adjust. Okay. We're all adjusting. Again, this is some new stuff going on, but it's not the end of the world. I promise it's not the end of the world. So if you're interested in that SBA loan, get in touch with a local SCORE chapter. There are women's business centers that you can get in contact with. They've got the information as well. Contact your local SBA office. There's the SBA, the Small Business Development Centers, the SBDC. Get in touch with them because they have the information as well. Connect with who you need to that can get you the information you need concerning that small business loan and what that process is like. Okay. My last resource for you is food because people are panic buying. You're freaking out about this, that, the third. I want to provide you with this resource concerning food. Here in South Florida, we have Feeding South Florida. Okay. They are part of Feeding America, a much larger organization. Find your local Feeding America organization and find out what they are doing to address food insecurity during this time. Feeding South Florida has no plans to close. And at this time, all partner agencies are open to provide food assistance. That doesn't mean, we do like we do during a hurricane and we're open every day during the week. That has not been implemented. That is not in place at this time. But, there are lists. They provide lists with partner agencies that have the dates and times that they offer food distribution or, some access to food. Okay. I'm in saying that, please know that preparations and plans are in place to ensure personal safety for everybody involved. That's not only you as the client, but volunteers, partner agencies, those of us that are, on the other side. I can tell you right now, I just did it on Saturday. We had masks, we had gloves, we had hand sanitizer, frequent washing. Many of our clients in line had the same thing. They had their own hand sanitizer. They wore gloves, they wore masks. They kept the 6 feet of separation in between themselves. So people are already doing certain things that are recommended, but just know that partner agencies are encouraged to put some things in place. And so there are some things already in place. So don't be afraid to go and get food if you need to get food. This is a critical time right now. I don't know about other areas, but right now Feeding South Florida provides food assistance for more than 700,000 people across the South Florida quadrangle. And for many of these families, the food they get from these agencies, these resources, that's the only food that they get. This is their source of food. So they can't, there's no closing. This is a essential situation. And so if they shut down, there's a good bit of people that likely won't have access to food. In the event that you need to shut your doors and you and your staff are concerned about how you're going to get food, where you're going to get food from, find your local Feeding America organization. Again, in South Florida, we have Feeding South Florida. Feeding America literally is called Feeding America. Find them. Find local pantries that are providing food and find out, how are they doing it, when they're doing it, that kind of stuff, and go get you some food. Stock up and do what you need to do, because this is serious. This is a really excellent resource, and it's something that a lot of people need access to. And so that's my last resource for you all today. Listen, I thank you guys for tuning in with me today. This is an unprecedented situation, and we all need to be vigilant and do our part to support one another. The way humanity wins is when we all do our part to love, value, and appreciate one another. And that starts with taking action to ward off this virus. Please do not get caught up in the fear mongering. I just want to leave you with that. By no means am I minimizing or making light of the disease. I'm not doing that at all. I am, however, I'm just cautioning you to renew your mind and don't allow yourself to be fearful. Panic buying and responding off of fear is not the answer. You need to take a step back, especially as a business owner, and really think clearly and evaluate your business. Think about your community. And when I say community, I'm talking about your community starts with your employees. Your business is a community. You need to start thinking about yourself, your employees, your vendors, business partners, affiliates, your customers. That's where it starts. Think about them. Make decisions, rational decisions, not fear and panic decisions, but think rationally. I know there's a big concern about closing your doors and where the money is going to come from. There are resources available. Again, SBA has some resources available. If you don't qualify for that, ask them, because they have partner organizations that provide different types of loans. The state of Florida has some business resources, some loans that they offer through their economic development. You just got to be vigilant, think, reach out and find whatever resources you have and create a plan for yourself. Again, I said a couple weeks ago, this virus was going to impact your business one way or another. And here it is. It's on everybody's doorstep. If you don't have to go anywhere, stay home. I know it's difficult. You're going to get cabin fever, but listen, the people in Italy have been on lockdown for a long time, much longer time than we have. And so, yeah, it's easy to get cabin fever, but if you want to slow the spread of this virus and really get ahead of it, that's what it's going to take. And it's going to take every single one of us to do our part. I know it's hard, but this too shall pass. If you got internet, you can do it. Schools are closed here this week, and the next week is spring break. Comcast has stepped up and provided internet service for those students in the Miami-Dade area who don't have access to internet. So there are businesses that are doing their part to help make sure that everybody can get what they need during this difficult time. And right now, that's what we need. We need humanity to win, and we all need to be leaders in this situation. Step up and be the example that you want to see from those around you. That's all I have for you guys. This is Dr. Ace, the Global Mentor Coach. Please, 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 as we deal with this situation, remember to spread lots of love and light. Hey, Clyde, how are you? Until next time, I'll see y'all. Bye.